Hi, I'm Steve, the introverted traveler. I've made it my mission in life to explore the beaches, deserts, mountains, and even cityscapes around us, and to do so while avoiding contact with as many people as possible. And although I will never hang out with you for any reason, I do invite you to join me on my journey. Come and see the world through the eyes of an extreme introvert. On this edition, we are on the hiking trails at Hidden Valley Regional Park in the high desert of Reno, Nevada. Along the way, we will encounter steep trails, beautiful landscapes, wildflowers, and the awesome power of nature.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
All this and much more on this Introverted Travels.
Greetings. Once again, back on another adventure. And unlike most of my recent hikes, and when I say recent, this is being filmed the day before Memorial Day. So it's May, spring here in the West, but I'm not in Northern California anymore. I'm in Northern Nevada. We are out on the Hidden Valley County Park Trail here in, well, I don't know if I can classify it as beautiful because it's the high desert, but it's Reno, Nevada area. Check it out. You can actually literally see Reno in the distance there. And over there you see the mountains. And on the other side of those mountains would be, of course, Tahoe, etc., etc. We are doing about a 4-mile, fairly difficult loop. So far, I'm only about a quarter of a mile in. I'm already panting, I'm already sweating, so that's a good sign. And I have not seen a single person yet. The area where I parked was, a few cars there. So hopefully, this will be one of those hikes where there's hardly anybody, if anybody at all out here. So we're gonna venture forth. We are in Nevada, so we're gonna take a gamble that I can actually do this at elevation and that I won't die. I always bet against myself. I always think I'm gonna die. Like every video I think I'm gonna die, but guess what? I'm still here. I'm still complaining and I'm still hiking up this crap. Look at that. It's high desert life today, folks. Let's go. Well, I don't know if you can see that well on a GoPro, but I'm staring directly at the core of Reno. So there's all the casinos over there. It's on a Sunday morning right before noon. So most of the drunks and degenerates have yet to get up. The gambling addicts are still, upside down in a puddle of their own vomit in an alley somewhere. So is Reno life. Very few people out here. I've seen one person and a child. So that counts, I guess, as 2 people, because I guess I have to count children as 2, or as a person. Whatever, my mouth. I just climbed up a hill. I'm illogical at the moment. But yeah, so far it's been very quiet. But this landscape is gorgeous. There's the mountains in the distance. I mean, it's high desert. And yes, it is a, urine-soaked hellhole of a gambling town over there. Over here, we're in the suburbs. So as you can see, there's trees and houses and parks and actual life that's, not addicted to gambling and horse betting. But yeah, that's where we are today. Well, I don't know if you can tell by my hyperventilating, but this has been straight up, and it's rated as a hard hike. But again, oh, I got dust on the lens. That's better. Anyway, again, with All Trails ratings I mean, just flip a coin, because it's either hard or it's not, but half the time hard hikes are listed as moderate hikes, and moderate hikes are listed as easy hikes, and easy hikes are listed as hard hikes, and there is no consistency. It's a user-drawn data source, and as we should all know by now, people are idiots. The majority of them, at least. Especially ones that come out in the middle of the desert at altitude and climb up a hill. I just love the intelligence of my hobby. But this is the rare hiking trail. It's so hard that already I smell that too, but I smell human sweat because, yeah, I'm gross already. And there's piles of horse dung. I don't see any at the moment, but all over the trail. So it's that rare combination of human sweat and horse shit. Really gives northern Nevada its fragrance, you know? I mean, nothing reminds me of northern Nevada more than, you know, sweat and poop. All right, so I'm still hauling my ass against gravity at the moment. There's a bench up there that we'll be visiting in a minute. And I'm not even a mile in yet. Of course, I'm going slow because A, I'm slow, and B, I was taking photos. I am no longer taking photos, but I did take the advice of one of the reviewers on All Trails, which sometimes I read those reviews with a grain of salt, but this person said, since this is a loop, do it clockwise, which is all uphill on the first stretch. And I see why. This is the loosest soil, and I've already slipped a couple of times, well, one big time, just going up. I can only imagine how much falling on my ass I'd do if I was going down this. Now, I don't know what the other side of the loop looks like. I haven't been there yet, and I'm just giving you the nice views at the moment. Because if I'm gonna hike my ass up a mountain, I'm gonna show you why I'm up here. But yeah, so far this is a very slippery trail. It is easier going up, but there's loose, high desert soil everywhere, rocks, shattered hopes and dreams from, you know, the Gambler's Pass, and just kind of rough terrain. So if you do decide to come out here, you can pull yourself out of the blackjack table for enough time to come out here. Just be aware, even though it's a lot rougher going up, it's a lot harder going up, might be a little bit safer. Well, that looks safe and sturdy. This is the bench at the, we're not even at the top of the hill. And I just about slipped about 5 or 6 times. And I just taped the last segment like a minute and a half ago. Can't tell what this says. Max's Lookout. All right, I'm not gonna sit on it because I weigh 350 pounds, 360 pounds. I don't think those boulders are sturdy enough to cause an avalanche. But here's the view from the bench area. Again, it's the same view we've been seeing, but it is pretty. I mean, say what you will about Reno, Nevada. There is a beauty out here. It's, you know, if you're in the desert landscapes, it's a different type of desert than what I showed you in Phoenix. It's the high desert, and you actually have, you know, a lot of weather variation. You have snow in the distance. You have green. It's a little bit different. I prefer Phoenix myself, but there's beauty everywhere we go, folks. All right, as pathetic as this is, I've been out here for about an hour. I am 1 mile into the hike. Now, in my defense, that's 1 mile, 10,000 feet up in the air. Straight shot up a cliff. I can't even talk, I've been doing this for so long. Over there we have some potential storm clouds. That's why I have my sweatshirt with me and my rain pack, my guard for the, I can't even talk. My rain protection cover for the camera backpack. So I'm prepared. However, it is probably about 75 out here. It is a very nice day. It's windy. Again, there's snow in the mountains over there. There's crackheads in the casinos over there. And then there's me out here in my tank top and basketball shorts, not playing basketball, but hiking up the mountain. So yes, I probably did the slowest mile ever, but it was straight up. It was literally a 90-degree angle. I just think, you know, I had to do my fingernails. Oh, okay, that's not true. But yeah, so it's a nice steep climb up here. And of course, I'm also taking photos and video and sitting here talking to you guys. So this is why it takes me so long. It's your fault. Yeah, this is your fault. You make me talk to a GoPro and there you go. Okay, it's not really your fault. It's my fault for, you know, wanting to talk to you. But yeah, for the 2 people that watch my videos, you're slowing me down. Well, I think that this symbolizes that I've inadvertently made it to the top of a peak. I didn't even realize that that's what I was doing today. I didn't know this was a peak climb. But hey, I'm grateful whenever I reach the top of something. And that just means that I succeeded in not, you know, not breaking my leg on the way up. So check out this view. This is the high desert. So again, it is an acquired taste for some, but I find this gorgeous. You know, now that I'm above the city, I'm way out here. Look at the varying patterns on the landscape. I mean, to me, and then of course the mountains in the background there. To me, this is beautiful. The fact that I've reached a pile of rocks, that's you know, like a cherry on top, but this is absolutely beautiful. All right, so this is the rare time in any of these videos where you're gonna see me in emergency mode. Why am I in emergency mode? Thunder. I'm up high on a peak. There's nobody out here. Now I might know why there's nobody out here, although there was nothing in the forecast. But it is what it is. So there's a potential for lightning. There's definitely some thunder going on. I gotta get off this mountain as fast as I can. So it's gonna be double timing it. So this should be exciting. So bonus is, and I'm gonna walk and talk because yeah, seriously, I gotta get off this mountain. The bonus is, there's nobody out here. There's absolutely nobody out here but me. The bad part though, I might get fried by lightning. Huh. Maybe then people start watching my YouTube videos. You never know. I mean, that's why it might be what it takes. But let's go. Huh. Still double timing it. Why I'm still filming, I don't know, but I think the thunderstorm is starting to move off. It's in front of me here. I'm headed toward it, sort of, kind of, which is probably not the smartest thing in the world, but hear that? But it's moving off to that corner over there, and I'm about to go in the opposite direction. So, whoa, yeah, this is scary, folks. It's scary. It's nature. It's wonderful, but this is not how I want to die. I don't want to fry like a piece of chicken, you know? I want to die the way I was meant to die. The hand of a pack of poodles, or the paw of a pack of poodles, whatever the terminology is. But yeah, so I'm gonna check my map. I'm going to keep cracking nervous bad jokes, and I'm going to live. All trails might not be able to kill me, but nature sure can. Well, still very scary out here. Lightning, well, thunder. I haven't seen any lightning yet. But the good news is the wind has shifted that way, meaning it's blowing away from my position, and that's taking the storm with it, I'm hoping. So I'm hoping it's gonna go over there, over the mountain, and not bother me over here in, you know, the desert. I thought about going back the way I came, but I would have had to go over a very high peak. That was where that rock pile is. I decided I was gonna keep going and hope that I can twist around fast enough and start heading back into the valley below. This has happened before. Well, Not on hikes, usually when running, but I have been out in the lightning before, the thunder before. It's always very scary. But from my understanding, you're not supposed to seek shelter underneath a tree, and it wouldn't matter which direction I went. You know me, I'm like a turtle upside down in its shell. I use that metaphor a lot because it's true. So I'd be stuck out here no matter what direction I went in. You'd try to go away from the storm, but again, the wind seems to be blowing it away from me. So I'm hoping my luck holds. I'm going around the mountains here, and then I am headed back into the valley. So fingers crossed, but I think I'm okay. I'm just gonna keep going because that's all I can do. There's no, I mean, I can shortcut, but that's not gonna do anybody any good because I'm gonna get my ass lost in the desert. So I'm taking this very seriously. I probably should have looked at more forecasts, but I did look at the Weather Channel and it said it's gonna be cloudy. Didn't have any little lightning bolts on the clouds, so. But again, we're up past the Sierras, but close enough that weather is unpredictable up here. And if you get caught in something like this, you don't panic, because that's just gonna get you in more trouble. So all I can do is just follow the path quickly as I can, keep moving, and hope against hope that today is not my day to die. It is beautiful out here though, it's nice. I mean, I'm rushing, but I'm like, ooh, it's nice out here. And the greatest part of it all, and I don't care if this is a joke or not, folks, might be worth the lightning strikes. There's no people. It's quiet, it's serene, it's beautiful. I'm hoping it doesn't get zappy. I'm going. That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, we're still double timing it here. Triple timing it. If you ever seen a big pudgy man run, well, today is the day. Here's where I am. I'm trying not to head into the storm, but I'm getting done as quickly as I can, trying to get this hike finished. Problem is I'm not sure what direction it's coming. So again, I don't want to be on any of those high peaks. So I'm down low at the moment. But yeah, absolutely terrifying. Absolutely thrilling. Absolutely beautiful. But I don't want to die today. Today, my friends, is not the day. So I'm just going to keep pressing forward. Pressing forward. Looking at the beauty. You hear that? All right, the reason I'm headed in this direction actually is the trail is going to turn in a few minutes and start heading back down. And it's going to move me away from the storm. Because again, I don't want to be out here any longer than I have to be. I don't want to be moving in this direction because it's headed towards the thunder, but the thunder's still off quite a bit. And I want to be away from the high peaks. And if I go back at this point, I have more behind me than I have ahead of me. So that's my reasoning. I'm sure there are people who are much better at hiking than I am, who can point out all the mistakes I'm making. But, well, it sounds good right now. I'm gonna keep moving, keep going. We're going down, but unfortunately, because this is all trails, I have to keep checking my map. And yes, all trails, thank you. When I'm in an emergency situation, you keep getting me lost. You are the devil, all trails. Let's go. Well, at this point, there's thunder all around me, for example. And you might be saying, well, why are you filming? Well, I'm able to fumble with the selfie stick as I'm hiking. And frankly, what the hell else am I gonna do? I mean, I'm going as fast as I can go, and it's safely. And I could, you know, just worry myself to death and have nothing else to do, or I can keep my mind occupied while I'm getting myself the hell out of here, and I can talk to you guys. And let's face it, I mean, you can hear some of the lightning around me, but this makes for compelling YouTube, doesn't it? I'm telling you, if I'm gonna get any additional subscribers, I'm gonna get one more subscriber, it's gonna be from me in a lightning storm. At least one would hope. With my luck, I'll lose like 5 or 6 people. So the real unfortunate part about being out here in a thunder and lightning storm, I'm gonna call it a thunderstorm because I haven't seen any lightning yet, but I'm also right next to where the airplanes for the Reno airport take off and land. And when you hear thunder rumbling, I hear birds. I hope that's a good sign. I don't think birds would be around to, you know, Kentucky Fried Chicken themselves, would they? And watch, lightning bolt. No, when you hear thunder and you're like, oh, what direction is it coming from? Is it close? And then you hear something that sounds like thunder directly afterwards, which is the sound of jets, you know, flying down. And also another good sign, even though there's thunder, the jets are still taking off and landing. So I may not be in as much danger as I think I am, but still, you hear something scary, you take it seriously, treat it as an emergency situation, and the only real option I have aside from panicking is hiking out of here. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I haven't seen anybody on this trail. So again, the one good thing that emergencies are really useful for, getting rid of people fast. It's not what I'd recommend. I mean, introverts out there, please don't go out in the dangerous weather conditions just to avoid people. You can avoid people on a nice sunny day. You just have to plan it out. Don't get yourself killed, maimed, or hurt in any way just to avoid people. The easier way to avoid people is just locking yourself in your room for the day and watching TV. That's not good. Now there's thunder coming from that direction. But again, I'm getting off this mountain as fast as I can. And actually, I heard some voices a few minutes ago. And I see them over there. Wow. All right, there's other people out here. So nature has multiple targets now, great. Okay, well, while they raincoat and struggle their way through the storm over there, I'm struggling my way down here. Of course, there are multiple trails. Yeah, now it sounds like it's coming more in my direction. So I'm getting out of here, folks. I'm happy I'm not alone out here, that there are other people as dumb as I am who have decided to go hiking on a really bad day. But yeah, I gotta check the map. I'll keep you I'll keep you notified as to whether I'm dead. So let's go. All right, I don't know if you can see this, but there's video proof that I'm not the only dumbass out here. There's a whole gaggle of people. So, yeah, I'm not the only idiot who came out during a thunderstorm. All right, remember, we were up there. Now we're actually down here. We're in the valley. So, I think we're gonna be okay. Now, watch, I say that, and lightning will hit one of those jets, you know, landing in the airport, and that will fall on me. I mean, that's just my luck. That's just the way of the universe. But pending that, I'm gonna probably end up meeting up with this big line of people. So, although this has been a strange video for me, because normally I take my time, I film everything, but this one's about not dying. So let's go ahead and do our trail rating. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, even the angels that are bowling want to hear the trail rating. So, the introverted scale, 1 to 10, 1 being the number of people you'd encounter at Disneyland on the 4th of July, 10 being the number of people you'd encounter in the middle of Antarctica on a field, you know, field of ice and penguins. This is about a 9 because, you know, there's hardly anybody out here. But, and that's good. A 9 is good because you want to be out in the field. You want to be where there's nobody. You want to be by yourself, no people anywhere. Now on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being safe, 5 being, oh my gosh, I'm on fire, lightning hit me. This is about a 4.9. Scary as hell, but to be fair to the area, to be fair to the trail, weather is unpredictable. It's not going to be like this every day. So hopefully you can learn from this video. You learn about the area, and you also learn about being an idiot out in the middle of nature with a GoPro during a thunderstorm. Oh look, I'm meeting up with the people. Joy of joys. Well, now we're back to our regular schedule, moaning and complaining. But yeah, nature's tried to kill me. I think I'm going to be doing okay. I'm coming in right behind all these people, which is a good thing because I avoid both the lightning and the people. And honestly, the lightning's going to get me no matter, whether there's people out here or not. So, but as far as the trail goes, beautiful area, beautiful landscape, scary as hell weather in the end of May. But we have weird weather going on, here on the West Coast in general this season. So, okay, I have no idea if you can see this. I'm walking along trying to get back to my car, and I hear a staple of northern Nevada. Wild horses. I don't know if you can see them up there. They're all over this place. Well, there's the thunder, but the horses aren't scared, so I think I'm going to be okay. It's over Reno anyway, and if it hits anybody, it's going to be like a drunk on on Virginia Street. So now watch, lightning will strike me for saying that. But yeah, there's some beautiful horses up there. They're wild horses. They're all over this area. I don't know if the GoPro is going to pick them up. They're moving around. They're brown now. They're like blending with the desert landscape. But yeah, I'm walking along and I hear whinnying. Neigh. Yeah, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. The horses aren't panicking and running away. I shouldn't either. All right, folks. I am back where I started. I made it back to the parking lot. So before I end this video, let's do a quick recap. We're in Reno. We got to see Reno in the distance. Got to see some cool wildflowers. We got to go up a cliff. And then nature tried to kill us with lightning and thunder and all that. So that's the summary. And I'm so tired. I don't want to reminisce any more than that. But as I always say, stay introverted and try to stay the hell out of bad weather, please. Just be safe out there. I'll see you in the next adventure.